Good day everyone. Today we are going to discuss about graphs of linear inequalities in two variables. The objectives for this lesson are: first, determine the solution set of a linear inequality in two variables. Second, draw the graph of the solution set of linear inequalities in two variables. Graphs of linear inequalities in two variables. A graph of an inequality in two variables is the set of all points that represents all solutions to the inequality. A linear inequality divides the coordinate plane into two halves by a boundary line where one half represents the solutions of the inequality. The half plane that is a solution to the inequality is usually shaded. I have here an example of a graph of a linear inequality in two variables. This is an example of a graph, and the shaded region consists of the points whose coordinates satisfy the inequality. This part here, these are the solutions that will make the inequality true. Kaning naka-shaded part, these are the solutions. So how to graph linear inequalities in two variables? Graphs of linear inequalities in two variables. The solution to a linear inequality includes all the points in one half of the plane. We can tell by which half by looking at the inequality sign. So first, let us identify the inequality sign. This one is called the greater than, and the solution set is the half plane above the line. The plane divider is a dashed line to show that it is not part of the solution. Next is what we call the less than. The solution set is the half plane below the line, and the plane divider is also a dashed line to show that it is not part of the solution. This one is called the less than or equal to. The solution set is the half plane below the line, and the plane divider is a solid line to show that it is part of the solution. And the last one here we have greater than or equal to. The solution set is the half plane above the line, and the plane divider is a solid line to show that it is part of the solution. Now let's discuss the steps in graphing linear inequalities into variables. The first one, we need to rewrite the inequality as an equation and solve for the intercepts. Step number 2, plot and draw the boundary line. We need to use solid line if the inequality is either less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, and broken or dashed line if the inequality is less than or greater than. Step number 3, we need to decide which half plane contains the solution set. Pick a test point that is on one side of the boundary line. Use the coordinate 0, 0 if possible. Replace x and y in the inequality with the coordinates of that point. And step number 4, if the resulting inequality is true, shade the side that contains the test point. If the resulting inequality is false, shade the other side of the boundary. Now let's have some examples. Okay, now let's have example number 1. Graph 2x minus y is less than or equal to 4. Step 1, we need to rewrite the inequality as an equation. So, sa inequality sign, ilisan og equal sign. So, we have 2x minus y is equal to 4. Step number 2, solve and plot the intercepts. So, we have this equation, kani, Unahon nato si y, i-equate nato og 0. So we have the equation 2x minus y is equal to 4. Ang y, ilisan og 0. So we have 2x minus 0 is equal to 4. Since 0 si y, ang nabilin is only 2x is equal to 4. Now, kung unsay tapad ni x na number, i-divide both sides para ma-isolate si x. 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So 1x is equal to 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So, x is equal to 2. Since ang atong y is 0 and also our x is 2, we have the ordered pair 2 and 0. Next one, si x na po ang atong i-equate to 0. So, given the equation nga 2x minus y is equal to 4, ilisan si x og 0. So, we have 2 times 0 minus y is equal to 4. 2 times 0 is 0. So, ang nabilin is negative y is equal to 4. Since dili pwede negative ang atong i-isolate, i-divide na to both sides by negative 1. So, the negative divided by negative, that is positive, is equal to 4 over negative 1. 4 divided by negative 1, that is negative 4. So, nanatay values ni x na 0 and ni y is negative 4. So, the ordered pair is 0 and negative 4. Step number 3, pick a test point. Use the coordinate 0, 0 if possible. So, gamit ang original inequality, 2x minus y is less than or equal to 4. So, we have si 0, 0, ipuli nato sa itong inequality. 2 times 0, that is 0. And also si y is 0. So, tanan nga na diri nga side is 0. 0 is less than or equal to 4, which is true. So, this is the graph. This is our 0, 0, our test point. The yellow line is the x-axis and the blue line is the y-axis. This is the coordinate or ordered pair 2, 0. Kaning gisolve na to dere. And also, ang ikaduha, si 0 and negative 4. We will make a line, kana, we will use solid line, kaya ang atong inequality kay less than or equal to. So, nag-pick tag test point, nag-true si 0, 0. So, pasabot, the shaded part is this one. Kaning, asa dapit si 0, 0. Asya above the line. Okay. Okay. Now, let's proceed to step 4. Same inequality. Step 4, pick a test point to check. So, mangita ta diari sa shaded region o random lang na coordinates or ordered pair para ma-check nato nga sakto atong gi-shaded. Okay. Now, using the inequality, let's try to have positive 1 and negative 1. This one, kani. Na-appeal siya sa shaded region. So, si x is 1, positive 1. Si y is negative 1. So, ilisan si x of positive 1. Si y of negative 1. 2 times 1, that's 2. Then copy. And negative 1 times negative, that becomes positive 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, is less than or equal to 4. And this statement is true. So, solution siya. Next, another test point. Nangita na po tag random diri. Let's say this is negative 3, kani, and negative 2. So, kani nga point na appeal siya sa shaded region. So, si negative 3, mao si x, si y, si negative 2. Substitute lang ta. And 2 times negative 3, that's negative 6. Copy. And negative times negative, that becomes positive 2. Negative 6 plus 2, we are to subtract since they are having different signs. So 6 minus 2, we have 4. And copy the sign of the bigger number, which is negative. So our answer is negative 4 is less than or equal to 4. So this statement is also true. Okay, let's have another example. Graph 3x plus 2y is greater than or equal to negative 6. Step 1, rewrite the inequality as an equation. Step, so, kani siya si 3x plus 2y, kasi inequality symbol, ilisan siya equal sign. Step number 2, solve and plot the intercepts. So, using the equation, atong i-solve. First, atong i-equate si y into 0. So, using the same equation, si y diri ilisan og 0. 2 times 0, that is 0. So, ang nabilin is 3x is equal to negative 6. Para ma-isolate or mabilin si x, we need to divide both sides by 3 kung unsay tapad ni x nga number. So, 3 divided by 3 is 1. So, ang nabilin diri is x is equal to negative 6 divided by 3, that is negative 2. So, ang atong x is negative 2 and y is 0. So, our first ordered pair is negative 2 and 0. Sa ikaduha, we need to equate x is equal to 0. So, si x na po na to is 0. Using the same equation, si x diri ilisan og 0. So, mauna ni siya. Ang nabilin na lang, since 3 times 0 is 0, so ang mabilin is 2y is equal to negative 6. And para ma-isolate si y, we need to divide the both sides by 2. Kung unsay tapad nga number ni y, i-divide nato sa both sides para mabilin na lang si y. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So, ang nabilin y. Negative 6 divided by 2, that's negative 3. So, our ordered pair is 0 si x and negative 3 si y. So, we have 0 and negative 3. That is why natay negative 2 and 0 and 0, negative 3. So, step 3, pick a test point. Use the coordinate 0, 0 if possible. Okay, same inequality kani ang original atong gamiton. I-substitute ang coordinate na 0, 0. 3 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is also 0. So, 0 is greater than or equal to negative 6. So, this one is true. Mas dako si 0 kaysa sa negative. Therefore, the shaded region is this one. Mauning na-appeal si 0, 0. Si coordinate. Na-appeal siya sa shaded region. Okay, now let's proceed to step 4. Using the same inequality, pick a test point to check. So, mamili ta diri. Sa atong graph, natay test point nga giplot diri, negative 2 and 2, and also positive 3 and negative 2. So, 1, 2, 3, positive 3, negative 1, negative 2, that's negative 2. So, first, unahon na to si negative 2 and 2. I-substitute nato sa inequality. Si x is negative 2, si y is positive 2. So, 3 times negative 2, that's negative 6. 2 times 2, that is 4. They are both positive, so plus 4. Since dili parehas og sign si negative 6 and 4, subtract 6 minus 4, that's negative 2. Since ang sign is 6, which is bigger than 4, is negative. So, we have negative 2 is greater than or equal to negative 6. And this is true. Mas dako si negative 2 kaysa ni negative 6. Mas tinuod siya. So, let's proceed to another test point kani. Si positive 3 and negative 2. So, we have here, ilisa na to si x of positive 3 and si y of negative 2. 3 times 3 is 9. Positive 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Copy greater than or equal to negative 6. 9 minus 4, we have 5 is greater than or equal to negative 6. And this statement is true. So, therefore, ang atong shaded region is sakto. Sila tanan nga points diri is a solution of the inequality 3x plus 2y is greater than or equal to negative 6. Okay, now let's have example number 3. Graph for y is greater than 3x plus 12. So we have to atong balihon siya para makita na to ang kuan. Ang atong coordinates in a proper way. Dili maglibog, dapat naka plus star si x of y on the other side. Si constant na sa other side. Okay, so step 1, rewrite the inequality as an equation. So kani siya atong ilisan si greater than of equal sign. So you have negative 3x plus 4y is equal to 12. Solve and plot the intercepts using the same equation. And first at si y atong i-equate to 0. So, si negative 3x plus 4y equals 12, kani, the same ra, si y diri ilisan of 0, 4 times 0 is 0, so ang nabilin is negative 3x is equal to 12. Para ma-isolate or mabilin si x lang diri nga side, i-divide na to both sides by negative 3. So, negative 3 divided by negative 3, that's positive 1. So, ang nabilin si x is equal to 12 divided by negative 3. 12 divided by negative 3, that's negative 4. So, our coordinates is negative 4 and 0. Mao ni ang first. Mao ni siya, negative 4 and 0. Ang ikaduha is to equate x to 0. So, using the same equation, si x diri ilisan og 0. So, 3 times 0 plus 4y is equal to 12. So, negative 3 times 0, that is 0. So, ang nabilin is 4y is equal to 12. Para ma-isolate si y, we need to divide both sides by 4 kung unsay tapad ni y. So, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Nabilin is y is equal to 3. So, we have the coordinate 0 and positive 3. So, mo ni siya 0 and positive 3. 1, 2, 3. So, kaninya line. And pick a test point using the coordinate 0, 0 if possible. So, kani siya, nganong dashed line na itong gigamit because our inequality sign here is only greater than. And sa step 3, atong test point si 0, 0. So, kaning original inequality, ilisan na to og 0, 0. Kani. So, si x ilisag 0, si y ilisag 0. Negative 3 times 0 plus 4 times 0 is greater than 12. This is 0. 4 times 0 is also 0. So, we have 0 is greater than 12. So, this one, dili siya tinuod, 0 is greater than 12. That is false. So, kaning diari na part ubos sa atong dashed line, apil si 0, 0, dili siya true. Dili siya solution. So, therefore, ang ibabaw sa line maoy solution. This is the solutions. Okay, now let's have example number 4. Graph the difference of two numbers is greater than 2. In translation, we have x minus y is greater than 2. So, step 1, rewrite the inequality as an equation. So, ang greater than, ilisan of equal sign. Step number 2, solve and plot the intercepts. So first, unahon na to, i-copy sa nato si equation dira, and unahon na to si y nga i-equal 0. So from the equation, si y mo na tong 0, we have x minus 0 equals 2. Since wala naman siya value si 0, we have x is equal to 2. Therefore, ang atong first ordered pair is 2 and si y 0. Okay. Ikaduha, si x tapod atong i-0. So, the same equation, kana, si x tapod na 0, nabilin si negative y is equal to 2. Since dili po the negative si y, i-divide na to both sides by negative 1. So, y is equal to negative 2. Since positive 2 divided by negative 1 is negative 2. So therefore, ang ato ikaduhang ordered pair is 0 and negative 2. So mo ni si 2 and 0. This is also 0 and negative 2. Okay, step 3. Pick a test point. Use the coordinate 0, 0 if possible. So, using the original inequality, kana siya, ilisan nato si x of 0 and also si y of 0. So, nabilin. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 is greater than 2. This is false. So, pasabot, kaning kauban ni 0, 0 above sa dashed line, false. So, automatic, ang below ni dashed line is true. That's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something and you may now enjoy your quiz. Also, I would like to give a shout out to my SPA Amethyst students. Thank you for watching.